Hello, future RMTs. Welcome to the discussion of Introduction to Clinical Chemistry. And this topic, or in this video lecture, what we are going to discuss is all about the history of clinical chemistry. To start with, let us define what is clinical chemistry. When we said clinical chemistry, that is a branch of science or a branch of study that deals with biochemical process and qualitative and quantitative analysis. When we said qualitative and quantitative processes or analysis, quali and quantitative analysis of the what we call biological fluids, okay? And these biological fluids includes number one, your blood, okay? Our blood. That is the most common sample, okay? Or what we call the serum, no? The serum, a component of blood, which is the most common sample used in a clinical chemistry section, okay? The purpose of the qualitative and the quantitative analysis, okay? The process, the purpose, no, of qualitative and quantitative analysis of our biological fluids is that it facilitates, okay, it facilitates diagnosis, okay, and at the same time, since it facilitates diagnosis, then therefore, no, it is also good for the treatment, okay, it is also good for the treatment of different diseases, okay. Furthermore, this section of the laboratory involves laboratory analysis that evaluate the general condition. Take note, generate, okay, generate, general, not generate, evaluate rather, evaluate general condition of an organ of the body. Let's say, for example, ALT, AST, GGT, no, ALP, what else? Ammonia, okay, bilirubin. These are all what we called analytes. Now, these are all what we called analytes from the blood, okay, or analytes in the blood that can be tested in order for us to evaluate the general condition of an organ in the body. And these analytes can be useful in what we call assessing, no, the general function or condition of what we call liver. Okay, take note, guys, that chemistry profiles or panels are groups of tests. We have what we call profiles or panels. Okay, let's say for example this one. This is an example, or idagdag po natin dito total protein or TPAG, no? Total protein, albumin, and globulin. These are what we call liver panel, no? Liver panel that assess the condition, that evaluate the condition of the body, organ of the body. Okay? So again, analytes, when we said analytes, these are the substance to be measured. Like what I've said a while ago, no? SGPT, SGOT, or ALT, AST, bilirubin, okay? Liver enzymes, ammonia, are what we call your analytes. Okay. Another example of a profile, which are most of you will be common with, is the lipid. I'm sorry, the lipid profile. No, lipid profile includes the cholesterol or the total cholesterol. No, the triglycerides or the TAG, the high density lipoprotein, and the high density lipoprotein. Okay, those are what we call analytes. Now, let's discuss the history, okay? The brief history of what we call clinical chemistry. To start with, okay, so we have here your Anthony de Fourcroy in 1789, no? He discovered cholesterol. Take note, Anthony, uh, this is, let me correct this. Anthony. Okay? Anthony de la Fourcade, no, discovered what we call cholesterol. In the year 1930, Gerardus Mulder naman, no, Gerardus Mulder performed the first elemental chemical analysis of protein. Again, take note, Gerardus Mulder, no, if this is cholesterol, okay? Gerardus Mulder, ito po yung first elemental analysis of protein. First elemental analysis of protein. Next in line is we have your Prosperous Lavine Dennis, no, in 1841. Ano naman po yung meron? He described the separation of blood proteins into what we called albumin and globulin by what we call salt precipitation. Okay? So we have your albumin daw. Albumin daw, meron po siyang what you call albumin and globulins, no? Albumin and globulins, no? These are what we call the proteins. Okay? In the year 1848, Hermann Felling performed the first qualitative test, or quanti rather, the first quanti test, no? Which is your Felling's test, which most of you are familiar with, okay? Now, in the year 1854, Jules Burdock, no, developed the first visual colorimeter, okay, based on the Beer's law. Again, a visual, okay, colorimeter, no, based on the Beer's law. Okay. Next, Max Jaff in 1886, no, Max Jaff in 1886 developed the alkaline peak rate method for the determination of, take note, creatinine. Creatinine. Okay? In 1888, 1886 rather, Max Jaff, no, yung Jaff test is for what we call creatinine. Okay? Creatinine. Next, in the year 1893, Julius Elstler and Hans Friedrich Gilter, no, invented what we called photoelectric cell. Okay? Photoelectric cell. And what does it mean? When we said photoelectric cell, okay, take note, no? When we said photoelectric cell, it converts, okay, take note, it converts light into electrical energy. Okay? It converts light into what we call electrical energy. Now, on the same year, 1893, T.W. Richards, no, invented what we call nephelometer. Okay? Nephelometer. Next, in 1907, Otto Follen developed what we call the urine analytes urea, okay, ammonia, rhea, okay, uric, and your total nitrogen, as well as your phosphorus, chloride, and total sulfate, okay, and of course, the acidity. Okay? Okay? Otto Follen also introduced colorimetric method for what we call epinephrine. Okay? What else? No, maraming contribution si Otto Follen. Otto Follen also published the first reference values for uric acid, no, NPNs and proteins in the blood. Okay, proteins in the blood. And Otto Follen is also the one who described. Take note, no. Otto Follen is the one who described the relationship. Okay, sana all meron ito. Relationship of NPNs to renal function. No? NPNs to renal function. Okay? Thus, we have what we call the Follen COCL2. Okay? The Follen COCL2. Okay? Reagent. Okay? And it was coined to Otto Follen. Okay? Take note also that Otto Follen is considered as the father of clinical chemistry. He is the father No, take note that autofolin, what happened? Okay, is the father of clinical chemistry. Now, what else? In the year 1920, no, in the year 1920, this is the time wherein serum was first used for the determination of phosphorus. Okay, serum was used for the first determination of what we call phosphorus. While in the year 1921, we have here your magnesium, first use of serum for the determination of magnesium level. On the other hand, in the year 1926, Arnen, uh, Arneticelus, okay, developed the moving boundary for electrophoresis of proteins, no? Remember, no, yung ating pattern of electrophoresis is like this, no? We have here your albumin, no? We have here your alpha, your beta, and your gamma region. Okay. Si Otto Follin ulit, mayroon ulit siyang contribution. Kaya nga ang sabi natin, siya yung father ng CC. Bakit? In the year 1929, Otto Follin introduced the use of light filter in colorimetry. Okay? Light filter. I don't know why my pen is like this. Light filter. Okay? Next, in the year 1930, Kay developed the first test for alkaline phosphate, which started clinical enzymology. Again, ALP, no? Kay discovered, no? ALP, testing of ALP in 1930, and this is the time that enzymology started. Okay? Next in line, we have Cherry Crandall. Cherry Crandall is for the lipase, no? Lipase determination. Okay, that's the method for lipase determination. Next in line, in 1938, we have your Nelson Somogi, no? Ito naman po is the test for serum and urine amylase. Okay? Serum and urine amylase. Okay? And in the year 1938, we have here your Gutmann, no? Gutmann, the year 1938 acid phosphatase. Acid phosphatase. Dito po is si alkaline phosphatase, si ALP. In the year 1938, acid phosphatase, no? Gutmann. Okay? Next, in the year 1939, we have here your Conway and Cook. Okay? At ano naman po yung contribution ni Conway and Cook in the year 1939, no? They developed the first method for blood ammonia. Okay? Blood ammonia. Next, in the year 1940, okay, in the year 1940, this is the time wherein visual colorimeters began to be replaced photoelectric colorimeters. Okay? In the year 1948, we have what we call the AACC. The AACC stands for the American Association of Clinical Chemistry. Okay? So this is the time wherein AACC was founded. Next in line, we have 1950, when Levy and Jennings started the skeward quality control chart to be used in the clinical laboratories. Yung tinatawag nowadays, what we call the Levy-Jennings chart. Okay, in the year 1954, okay, I forgot to include. Okay, in the year 1954, we have here Kubi. Okay, we have here Kubi, and Kubi developed the lab method for serum creatinine phosphokinase. Okay, the CKP or the creatinine phosphokinase. Okay. Next, in the year 1955, okay, in the year 1955, Prolobsky-Ledoux, no, 1955, Prolobsky-Ledoux developed what we called the lactate dehydrogenase determination. Okay, the lactate dehydrogenase determination. Okay, on the same people, 1956, no, same people, Prolobsky-Ledoux, 1956, they developed the method for serum alkaline or serum alaline, no, ALT. ALT activity, no? ALT is formerly known as our SGPT, okay? And take note, it has a greater specificity for liver diseases. Okay? Greater specificity for liver diseases. Also in the year 1955, okay? Also in the year 1955, Carmen developed the method for AST, okay? Carmen developed the method for AST, formerly known as your SGOT, formerly known as your SGOT. Moving forward, in the year 1957, Van Handel Silversmith, no? Van Handel Silversmith developed the direct method for the determination of what we called triglycerides. Take note, Van Handel and Silversmith, no, developed, no, the determination for triglycerides. Moving forward in the year 1960, in the year 1960, so this is the time where in the first method for uh, gamma glutamyl transferase, or what we call the GGT, is introduced. Moving forward in the year 1962, no, in the year 1962, we have there your Siegelman who developed the method for glutamic dehydrogenase. Okay, glutamic dehydrogenase, or GLDH. By the way, also in the year 1960, no, also in the year 1960, Fitzmeter, okay, invents what we call mechanical pipetor. Okay, mechanical pipetor. Okay, next, again in 1962, we have here your Ziegelman who developed, no, the method for glutamic dehydrogenase, or what we call your GLDH. Next in line, we have here in 1971, Savory. Hindi po ito si classic Savory, ha. Savory developed, no, the serum albumin assay on the Technicon Auto Analyzer. Okay? Savory. Okay? Technicon Auto Analyzer in the year 1971. And lastly, in the year 1973, we have here your Jules Westgard, no, 1973, Jules Westgard, to introduce the Westgard rules in the clinical chemistry laboratory. Ito po yung 2SD or positive 2SD, no, positive negative 3SD. And the history continues up until now, no, the development of clinical chemistry is what we call evolving. But even though, no, even though that this is just a history, no, their contribution is still applicable nowadays in determining the different concentration of the different blood analytes. Thank you very much.